What's up, baby? Hey, 11 days left. 11 days left. And as you can see, as my shirt say, we heading to the kingdom. Saudi Arabia, baby! Here we come. And I can't wait. It's been a real fun camp. It's been really exciting. I mean, my focus has been on point. My mindset has been on point. My aggression has been off the chart. And I'm ready to go. You know, I could say a lot of things, but on June the 1st, it's gonna be the revealing, you understand me? And everyone gonna be the witness.
What's up, fight fans? Main man here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. What up to the fam? What up to everyone in Main Man Mademan's boxing forum? Hey, look, man. So the thing is this. I just recently caught up with a social media post from my main man, Deontay Wilder, man. Look like my boy is counting down the days for this big fight between him and Zhileil Zhang that's going down in June. It's going to be on that 5 versus 5 card that's going down in Saudi Arabia, fight fans. And this is going to be a cracking ass heavyweight showdown, man. We are getting very, very close. It's good to see my man Deontay Wilder sitting out there looking at the water, just kind of building up to that particular moment, knowing that, listen, this is going to be a pressure-filled moment, man, because everything is riding on this fight for both fighters. So it looks as if Deontay Wilder is just kind of like doing some soul searching, some last minute soul searching. I guess making sure that he crossed all his T's, dotted all of his I's, and most importantly, assuring a lot of the boxing fans that, hey man, he is back and trying to go back to who he once was.
I got you where you needed to be. I got you to the top. Why are you trying to modify greatness? Because if I wanted to make you the same as others, I would have done that. See, he made me different. He didn't make me like everybody else, you know? And I appreciate that. So I had to go back to that. I had to understand, and I had to go back to what got me to where I needed to be. What got me to that place in the first place. But here I am trying to satisfy others in the midst of my moments. While all along I was making mistakes. And didn't even understand it. Didn't even was able to acknowledge it. Too blind to see. Because I was fulfilling my heart while pleasing others. You know? Being selfless instead of being selfish.
Which is a good sign.
But at this moment in time,
we've seen him lose to Joseph Parker, and a lot of us has never seen Deontay Wilder fight in that posture before. Not letting his right hand go, fight fans. Man, that don't happen with Deontay Wilder. And we saw that pretty much all night in the Joseph Parker fight. He was moving, he was jabbing, he was looking to get his space, and yeah, he did take some chances here and there, but not nearly enough as we, normally see from Deontay Wilder, especially in those first 5 rounds. And so this got people wondering, like, is something going on with Deontay Wilder? Because we never seen him fight like that before. I remind people, man, in the fight right before Joseph Parker, though, he did beat Robert Helenius and he did knock him out. So the right hand is definitely still there. But the question is Deontay Wilder going to have issues lining up his right hand from here on out after we saw that Parker fight? And I think, honestly, it comes back to one thing, fight fans. After going back and watching that fight, at first I thought it was the movement of Joseph Parker that may have gave Deontay Wilder some problems. But nah, man, there's a secret that went around in that camp of Joseph Parker, and it's clear as day. He picked up a major thing from Tyson Fury. And that is the fact that I think he exploited Deontay Wilder's legs. I went back and watched that fight. And, Joseph Parker could be a heavy guy, you know what I mean? But I noticed that every time when Wilder would swing, Parker would swing. And whenever they would tangle up, Parker would look to lean on him, lay on him. Deontay Wilder even tried it at times as well. But Joseph Parker did a lot of that, you know what I mean? Trying to throw his weight around on Deontay Wilder. And we know that Deontay Wilder, for him to be a heavyweight, he's actually on the small side to be a heavyweight. He's usually averaging around 220, between 220 and 225. That's kind of small in a lot of these big heavyweights that we got nowadays. And the number one thing that they look at to take away from Wilder is his legs. Everyone knows most of the time the power comes from your legs. So they lay on Wilder, they lean on Wilder, and they want to take his legs away and hoping to zap his power in his right hand. And I thought that was something that Joseph Parker done, as well as Tyson Fury. Now, Robert Helenius didn't get a chance to do nothing like that, you know? So we didn't see nothing like that. So I just wonder, man, so in this upcoming fight, that's got to be key for Deontay Wilder, because Zhileil Zhang is huge, man. Like, this dude, you don't want him laying on you, grabbing all on you and stuff like that, especially if he starts to get tired. Deontay Wilder may have some issues holding him up and also having the same pepper in that right hand. You know what I'm saying? So maybe this is the reason why he's been trying to keep space between him and his opponents and use his jab a little bit more to make sure that these guys don't get up on him, because he's not going to be able to hold them up for the entire fight. You know what I mean? So maybe that's one of the adjustments that we saw in the Joseph Parker fight, but it didn't work too well. Now, in this fight with Zhang, man, it's like I said, can't have him leaning on you, can't have him tussling you up much. You do want to exploit the fitness of Zhang as well, because Zhang, in my opinion, when he gets mid to late in fights, not the same guy, you know what I'm saying? Starts to run, you know, gas tank starts to run low, defense starts to get a little bit more vulnerable, and so on and so forth. But it's going to take Wilder to get through about 5 to 6 dangerous rounds before he can maybe get to that spot and exploiting Zhang. Now, can Deontay Wilder capitalize and connect with a good right hand early on? Sure he can, 100%. But, you know, just got to be cautious in those moments. I mean, with Deontay Wilder's kind of power, you just never know when that right hand is going to come, you know what I'm saying? But I just think that, honestly, there's a thing going around about zapping Deontay Wilder's legs. And I do think that Zhileil Zhang is going to try it as well. So Wilder better be careful, man. And see, remember, Zhileil Zhang is coming into this fight just as hungry as Wilder. Shit, man, Zhang lost to Joseph Parker as well. And he was embarrassing in that fight, man. There was a lot of eyeballs on Zhang and a lot of hope for Zhileil Zhang if he would have defeated Joseph Parker. In that part of the world where he comes from, they was hoping that he pulled that W out. That's why he was immediately going back into that rematch, you know what I mean? So now it's like he got a chance to get back into the conversation. Deontay Wilder's name still has some sizzle enough on it that if you can defeat him, that it can definitely catapult you back into the elite or to the top of the heavyweight division. So, you know, both men are pretty much looking for the same prize here, and that's to return back to the conversation and hopeful to have big fights in the near future. Interesting, bro. But I like what I'm hearing from Wilder, man. Wilder's saying this, you know, this time around he's going to be doing things a bit more different. And, you know, I do sometimes, though, get this sense that Wilder is also going to find out on that night if he still has it. Just sometimes when I listen to him talk, that's the vibe that I get. Like, hey, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to train my ass off, and I'm going to work on the game plan. And if it's still there, then we're going to get through this in June.
And I had to go back. I'm going back. You understand me? But we'll see. Like I said, June the 1st, 11 days away. And the days, you know, it ain't enough time in a day. Y'all already know that. So this shit's counting. It's going by fast. And I can't wait. Can't wait. I'm back. I gotta go get what's mine.
So we're going to wait and see, you know what I mean? I'm wishing my man Deontay Wilder nothing but the best. There's a lot of folks kind of writing him off. I think it's a little too premature. And we're going to see, man. Joseph Parker's style is not Zhileil Zhang's style. And it's got to be interesting. I think Wilder should look to approach this fight similarly to how he fought Luis Ortiz, who had a lot of the same tools that Zhileil Zhang has. And just look to fight that fight like that. He stayed away from Luis Ortiz in a lot of portions. He kept the space between him and Luis Ortiz. In a lot of cases, it did cause him to kind of get outboxed. And I hope that Zhileil Zhang doesn't start to outbox him. But eventually, Deontay Wilder found a way to deliver that right hand and get rid of Luis Ortiz. But still very, very risky in how he did it. Now, I don't want to see him go down too far in the scorecards against Zhileil Zhang. But I do want him to be patient, to look for that opening. To, on top of that, just mix up his shots, keep the space between him and Zhang, and make sure that Zhang is not grabbing and holding and leaning. and just stay focused all 12 rounds, man, and not to get caught with a big counter shot. Remembering Zhang is a left-handed fighter. So this is going to be interesting, man. We counting down, man. I want to see how these chapters come full circle. Really, really interested, man. I think we got something really good here. I think we're in for an action-packed night with this particular fight. I'm definitely leaning towards my man Deontay Wilder. I do admit that he has an uphill battle, but I do think that this is a winnable battle for Deontay Wilder. We'll talk more in the live stream about this fight fans. Salute to my man Wilder, man, figuring it out, saying that he's cleansing himself of his circle and just being more selfish this time around and just worrying about him. I actually like that mindset. Let's hope it continues all the way through the fight, and let's see how it goes. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Share, rock the bells, man. I'll catch up with y'all real soon. To the next video. Peace out.